I asked her if it was hers. She said that she was nostalgic for it even though it had only been a few months. I told her I knew what that felt like. I think I was telling the truth. I want to learn Spanish so much. My god, it would be cool to know Spanish. You ever have one of those things where you're like, if I just did this, had this, was this one thing, everything would be just so much easier? Well, for me, that one thing is a new laptop, but Spanish is a close second. Ooh, look, you'd rather have a new computer than speak a new language. Yeah, because Spanish is going to help me connect with about 40 million people, and a new computer would help me connect with anyone with an internet connection, which is apparently about 3 billion people, and I don't know why I'm defending myself for this. Sure, words you don't really hear often on the internet. This whole video came about because of work, as many of my videos do. I work in a bar slash pub slash general groovy food place, and I really enjoy not only what I do, but who I work with. I work with a really cool group of people, a lot of whom are from Italy. I know I said I want to learn Spanish. I also know that people from Italy they don't speak Spanish, so just make the transition with me. But yeah, I work with a lot of Italian people, which by the way, based on my experiences of this and going to Italy, are all people from Italy just gorgeous and wonderful? Like, I've asked people at work about this and they all just kind of smile slyly and wink at me, like a knowing wink. I think they know something that I don't. Anyway, my point is, if an Italian guest ever comes into work and they find out that they can speak Italian there, they become about 60% more talkative, regardless of how well they speak English. And I really started to think about why this is. Maybe people just miss speaking in their native language. I've never had that experience. Maybe finding that kind of common ground is enough to break the ice and make people more friendly. Anyway, it's gotten me thinking about all the people that come into work or come into my life and aren't very talkative. All the conversations that we'll never get to have, all of the experiences that would broaden our perspective on things that we'll just never experience. And I'm sure that you, more than most people, know that I really don't want to talk to everyone all the time, but I am curious about the stories of others, and not just based on where they're from. I don't want you to think this is some weird kind of exoticism thing. It's just how I got here. So naturally, the next logical step in this is to pretend like you speak Italian. Never mind. What I meant to say was, just take more interest in people. Of course not all the time, but every now and then I'll be pouring someone a pint and I'll ask them what they do, or how their day has been, or if they got any secrets I don't know. And it's pretty cool the answers that you hear. This year I have met an architect, a detective, and also just really drunk people who just do whatever I want, don't I? Yeah, I'm sure you do. One of the most interesting stories, I met the guy who took the photo of Tank Man. If you've never heard of Tank Man and you think that it's just another one of them, their Marvel films, please look it up. Anyway, if there is a moral here, and I really don't know if there is one, pretty sure there's not, but if there was, it would be that people have got cool stories, and I'ma come eat them up. And along the process, maybe it helps me to imagine the people around me a little bit more complexly. Imagining people complexly is an even bigger topic, and it's one that I will probably touch on in future videos. In the comments, tell me a cool story about yourself, if you like. Or if you speak 2 languages, tell me what it's like to be bi or tri or bilingual. Do you miss speaking in your first language when you're not there? And what's it like to have somebody speak your first language at you when you're not in the country where it's spoken so widely? It will be very intriguing to hear about these kind of experiences. I'm all about that these days. For now, I am Sam, that was some stuff. I will see you next time.
So cold. It's really cold today, actually. Incredible. So good. I haven't tried it. It's really nice. I'm always a bit